back really good. And I know you may be thinking, if you see my previous video, like, oh, does she wear a hairband all the time? Like, does she change her hairstyle? I do. I have a fringe, as you can see by the spikies here. It's just that I've been hitting the books all week and last week, and I didn't want this shit just flying in my face. So let's get into it. Alright, hello Divination darlings, my name is Valérie de la Fontaine and bienvenue chez moi, le salon de divination de Valérie de la Fontaine. I am your most trusted reader and a verified vendor in the Pagan and Witches Amino, coming to you on YouTube with the sole aim to help guide your spirit through the highs and lows of your journey here on Earth, through the art of divination. I'm just super excited to get into this video today because I know I'm going to be sharing my opinions on things, getting really into it, you know? And right, again, I have notes, just don't mind that. Alright, so like I mentioned in my previous video, I initially made like a half-an-hour video, but because of the file size, I could not get it anywhere, and I have basic recording equipment right now, which I don't really find a problem with. So I am just at the moment like splitting that one main video I had into two, and this is the second part, or what would have been the second part because I deleted the first video. But let's get into it. And by the way, please excuse if you hear like a croak in my voice. I woke up like an hour ago and I overslept, and I was like, oh, I hate when I oversleep. Anyway, so I'm sure many of you are wondering, like, what is the purpose of this channel? You know, and like I mentioned in the intro, it is to help guide your spirit through the highs and lows of your journey here on Earth. And divination is really, really my passion. And it's my way of helping guide you. There are a lot of ways to help people, financially, medically, mental health wise, but spiritually, I find that, you know, it's not that you don't have to go through a lot of training, it's just more accessible. You don't really need to pay huge amounts of fees to help people in this way, and that's why I like it, because, you know, help should be available for all, and thus the training, you know, to provide that help should also be available for all. So, you know, it is my passion. Divination is my passion. I really love it. I really, really take it seriously. I love my little business. I just adore my clients, and I'm so grateful, and I feel so honored that a lot of them trust me so much with, you know, what's going on in their lives, and they feel that I am a safe space for them when it comes to disclosing their worries or how they're feeling. And even if they're like, hey, you know, I don't really have anybody to talk to about this, can we just chat about this? I'll be like, sure, of course. So yeah, I really enjoy and I really hold that position of being people's safe spaces very, very seriously. What else? And of course, this is very important, but so while I have that aim, I'm very strict with it, meaning that on this channel, I will not be uploading certain videos, themes, or topics that you may find other divination channels uploading or whatever, you know. That's their business. They can decide to do whatever they want. But on here, that stuff ain't happening. I'm gonna go through that. And the reason that I won't, the general reason why I'm not gonna be posting that kind of content, which I'll delve into, of course, and explain and describe, is because I feel like that type of content has the huge potential to keep you on a hamster wheel, making you think you're making progress going to your destination without you realizing that you're stuck on that hamster wheel, going in circles again and again and again, and not making progress, worsening your mental. Or you do kind of realize this in the back of your head, but you're like, you know, let me click on this video, maybe these people have answers or these people have answers, and you keep yourself in that cycle until you burn out from it and you feel miserable and upset. And I really don't like those practices because they're not helping you. They are not helping you in any way. They're just, I'm not swearing on YouTube, they're just shitty. I'll just say they're just shitty. So yeah, I'm gonna go into why I think they're shitty, or just bad for your mental, why I think they have the potential to keep you going in circles, why I don't like them, and why they won't be on this channel, of course. So, you may have heard and remembered from my last video that I mentioned telling a story about love readings. And love readings is one of the divination divination topics that I will not be doing ever in the history of forever. I used to do it, back in my beginning amino days. And the reason I don't, there's actually a very lovely story behind it, despite, the circumstances of me being like, no, absolutely not, we're not doing this. So I had a client, and they would frequent me for love readings, and it would be usually about the same thing, like when will they find their love, and how to better how they're feeling in terms of love, when will this person come, blah blah blah. And I really noticed this pattern, and the frequency that they were coming to me multiplied or paired with the tone of their messages, and just the question that they were asking me to do for them. I was like, something isn't right. Something really, really isn't right. So when they came over to me once, I think I did a reading for them. But even then I was like, okay, listen, I'm going to stop you right here. This is the last love reading you are getting from me, because I noticed, like, you've been acting very distressed and very worried. I want to see what is happening. So we had a discussion, and she was just feeling very, very lonely, very, very desperate for love, and it was impacting her mental. And she was busy doing studies and stuff at uni, and I was like, girl, you don't need that to be impacting you. You need to focus on your studies. So I had a chat with her, and I ended up helping her in another way. And I won't go into that too much because it is private. But from stopping those love readings and saying, hey, no more, it's not helping you. You're going in a circle. I know you're going in a circle. And as the diviner, if you notice somebody going in a circle in the same topic and practically asking different variations of the same question, it is your job to say, no, let's stop. Let's get off the hamster wheel. Let's talk about this. Let us discuss what is the actual problem, not what you think is the problem, or what you are, or you're sidestepping, basically. Let's get into what you are sidestepping so that you don't have to do that anymore. And like I said, by getting her off that hamster wheel, she is definitely doing a lot better. I haven't heard from her in a little bit of time, but she's doing a master's degree at uni and stuff, and she's just doing amazing right now. She's very, very smart, very, very loving, and very, very joyful, because I said, you know what, this isn't helping. We're gonna help you with this instead, to make you feel better and the way you should be feeling, happy within yourself, feeling joy, excitement about life, rather than anxious and being worried about everything and worrying about other people, So yeah, I was really, really happy with that. But that situation genuinely made me realize, I gotta stop these love readings. And there's another creepy situation that happened where somebody randomly texted me and I didn't join the chat, because on Amino, what you would be able to do, you'd be able to see the message, but you could click join chat, or just ignore, blah blah blah. And this person was like, can you do a reading for me to, like, get my ex back? Here's his name and full address. I'm not. I was terrified. I was like, oh my god, girl, like, whole ass stranger on the internet giving another whole ass stranger somebody's address. But like, at that point, I'm like, girl, they're your ex for a reason. You crazy as hell. So absolutely not. I was like, And another thing, I just feel like, apart from that creepy stuff, love readings can be very repetitive, like I said, or like I sort of gave an example with that lovely client, instead of this creepy one. I didn't even interact. I was like, that was creepy. Don't be like that. don't, because you're just furthering the point. Like, you know, they're your ex for a reason, giving out their address. You crazy, man. You crazy. Oh, I need my coffee. My trauma. So yeah, that's why I don't do live readings. They have the potential to do more harm than help, so I just don't do them anymore. And then another thing, I feel like this one is gonna be a bit of a big one, but let's get into it. So what I won't do, the second thing I won't do, is divination readings for the general public. Because you know, like this videos like, if you get this on this date, then this is for you, click here, this is for you, click here, this is blah, 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 this is about to change your life, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's just a mess. And the reason I don't like those general public readings where you can just click on the videos, pick a card for hundreds of thousands of people, the reason I don't like them is because, simply put, I think that they are bullshit. Because let me tell you this, readings are meant to be on a personal basis, one-to-one, diviner to client, customer, whatever. That is so you can tap into their energy, focus on them and their story, what they are coming to you with. And you know, if you're doing that over hundreds of thousands of people, you're not focused on any one person or even a group of people. You're not focused in on that. And any message that even gets across in the reading will be so incredibly diluted over those hundreds and thousands of people that it will just be meaningless. I'm just being dead honest. If you don't like what I'm saying about these kind of readings, I don't care. This is not the channel for you. Click off. Or what you can do is spam some hate comments. You stupid, you fat, and I really don't care, because at the end of the day, it's more engagement for me. So yeah, I don't like them because of that. And you may be thinking, oh, what do you know? Because I've been in that cycle. I have been in that cycle myself, on the hamster wheel myself. Okay. And you know, for example, I had a reading and this person was like, you're gonna find a coin or something. And a couple minutes after that, yes, I did find a coin. Okay, just a coin in my currency. Like, I think it was like a £5. No, there's no £5 coin. Is there? I don't know. Sorry, I'm not good at math. Anyway, so I think it was £2. Yeah, £2 coin. And I found that. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know, this is legit. But everything else that happened, or that was just described in the reading, didn't happen. It was just that small coin. And nothing, you know, I was expecting, like, oh my gosh, this guy is so accurate. And nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened. So yeah, like I said, any message that comes across from specific people in those readings meant for hundreds and thousands of others is so diluted. Like I said, it is just meaningless. It's scattered. It's just, you know, and what's even meant for you is probably this much amount of the reading when there's this much. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't like them. And the thing is, I really freaking hate when the video is like, if you see this on this date, it's for you, click here for good luck, let's see. Yeah. Because it's nonsense. And I know for a fact, people change the dates. They continuously change the dates on those readings to get people to click, to get people to comment, blah, blah, blah. And they are just chasing views. They are just chasing engagement. They don't give two flying shitdiddles frickles about you. They just don't. And I'm being honest, they don't care about you. They don't care about you. Oh my gosh, thank you for these blessings, thank you. They don't care about you. They don't care about your story. They only care about the clicks. And I know you may think like, but they seem like such nice people. You know, how could you say this about them? Yes, but remember, that is them on camera. You don't know the intention in the back of their mind for posting videos daily with, you know, dates and stuff. This is meant for you, blah, blah, blah. And I will say as well, once you begin clicking on those videos, click on one, that is where the cycle begins, because you'll be like, oh, okay. And then you want to check on the other videos, or any other video that now comes into your feed, because the YouTube algorithm will pick that up. Oh, you're watching tarot videos. It will recommend you 101. Fill up your page. You will think everyone is meant for you. You're gonna get stressed, and you're gonna be like, oh fuck, should I have clicked on this? Did I miss something? Should I go back and find this video? You're gonna be stressed. And like the love readings thing does more harm than good. So I do not recommend them. I do not like them. Therefore, I will not be doing them on this channel at all. You will never catch me dead doing a public reading. Ever. Ever in the history of forever. Yeah, with me, like I said, I believe divination should be on a personal basis. I will give you your shit straight up. I'm not going to take you in a circle because, like I said, I've been in that circle. Even out of spiritual stuff, mental stuff. I've been in that circle going round and round and round. You think you're making progress, but you're not. Or you realize you're not making progress, but you continue going because you want to lie to yourself. So, I will give you your shit straight up. And I'm not doing promo here, but if you want a reading, just know I'm not sugarcoating. I'm giving you what I see for you straight up, whether it's bad, whatever. I'm focused in on you. When I'm doing a reading, you have all my attention. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, everybody else in the world just got Thanos snapped away, and you and me are the only ones, here. So I focus entirely on you. Okay? And I give you your stuff in an accurate, concise, clear manner. Maybe throw in some, nice metaphors or whatever. But, you get what you came for at the end of the day. Not things to keep you, luring you in. Hell no. Hell no. I ain't manipulative like that. So yeah, I don't do that. Gosh, I'm just like very on this kind of thing. Anyway, what I may do instead is, say if a client comes to me for a reading, I might be like, hey, can I actually film this and post it for other people to see how I do my readings with this tool, etc. It won't be for the general public. It will be like a recording of a personal reading, which I have permission to post. And in that way, like I said, you'll be able to see my methods, how I do things, how I structure the readings and stuff like that. And yeah, in that way, I think that's beneficial instead of, like I said, keeping you like this. Ugh. Got that caffeine in my system. Anyway, so yeah, I feel that is beneficial because you are getting knowledge instead of like, not consistent, but like new knowledge every time. You get to see what I do new every time, and you are not being fed the same bowl over and over again. You are actually learning things. And you can even, I know I offer coaching as well, but you can even learn from those videos because it shows my method. It shows my method. It shows how I do my readings. And if you maybe want to get some coaching then after that from me, then you can say, hey, I saw your video on using this tool. Can you help me? Or hey, I saw your videos of the those tarot card or whatever tool readings. Can you do a reading for me? Blah blah blah. I'm more than happy to help. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, I am going to, like I said, be very strict with my aim to help guide your spirit through its highs and lows of your journey here on earth. If I don't think something is going to help you in your journey, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to recommend it. I'm not going to promote it. Okay? If you have a problem with that, I don't care. I really don't care. My life, my channel. If you don't like it, block me, send hate comments, dislike. I don't care. It's engagement for me. So, yeah. Like I said, I knew it was gonna get heated with this, give some attitude. But, this is just how I feel. This is my boundary. And it will not be crossed. Anyway, as always, if you would like readings from me, you can head to my Buy Me a Coffee page and my Instagram page in the links in in the description, links in the description, and you can also check my YouTube description, my YouTube bio for the links as well if you're having some issues down there. It's £5 per reading for non-members. Otherwise, members get readings, get a bunch of readings for either £5 a month or £2 a month, depends on the package. All of that can be found in, of course, the links that I provide. So with that in mind, oh, that rhymed. Hey, okay. With that in mind, if you have any questions, like I said, want to book a reading, you know where to find me. And thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. Au revoir.